Well, hello, hello, hello. Here is the kick-ass lady bringing you a message for Easter. Okay, I'm a little bit late, but I'm a Latina, so I'm usually late. But I was just, thinking about Easter and what does it mean? And I thought actually the meaning of Easter is new beginnings, right? New beginnings is to know that when you think something has died, you can have a new beginning. This is what Jesus was teaching us. And actually, Jesus also said, trust, I make everything new. And I think this is such a message of hope for all of us, right, in our lives. We can always make things new. Whether your relationship failed, you can have a new dream, right? Whether your business failed, you can begin a new business. Whether your self-image, right, is maybe the worst, you can begin a new self-image today. Whatever it is, you can have a fresh start today. And you know what? I will tell you what I've noticed that keeps people back a lot is because they are not living according to their own values. They're living according to their family's values. I will give you an example from my life. And my family is very conservative, extremely conservative. And so in my mother's eyes, marriage was forever. I mean, this is in the minds of many people, right? And especially the older generation. Marriage is forever. You have to put up with anything. It doesn't matter, but you stay married. That was her belief. And she lived a life according to her belief. So she never had a great marriage, but she stayed married her whole life. Fine. This was her choice. Now, the problem in families is when then people try to to impose, right, out of love. It's always out of love, but impose their values on us. And I realized, no, if you want to be happy, you have to live according to your own values. So I was on track to repeating my mom's story, although for me, love, having beautiful love, was my highest value. And thank goodness. And when I got to know myself well enough through coaching, I decided, no, that's not what I want. I gave up on that. I don't want this. If I haven't succeeded in my marriage at this time, I was almost 50, I'm not going to succeed. So I don't want it anymore. And I want to give up. And what I want is this. And I'm so grateful I did that because now I have what I always wanted. And did it cost me? Oh yeah, because when you go against your family's values, believe me, they will let you know. They will feel it as a betrayal. It's like, how could you do that to us? How could you choose something different than us? How could you go on a different path than us? That means you don't love us, right? We have this weird concept of love. No, that's not love. Love is not that I have to do what you want to keep you happy. No, that's why love is only love when it is unconditional, right? And you know what? Sometimes we need to leave people out of our lives in order to be able to love them, because if we keep them in our lives, we're just hating them, right? This is what I found myself in, that I was just hating my husband while I was in that marriage. And so now I can love him from afar. And so, yes, and actually, the goal should be to love everybody. Doesn't mean that you need to live with everybody, right? No, you can love everybody from afar, and different distances. And to live with somebody and be in a relationship like a marriage, you know what? Not everybody can do that because so many people are so hurt. They have so many toxic feelings in them that that prevents them from having a healthy relationship and actually loving people in a correct way, because they're always reacting out of their own emotional wounds. And that is why it is always what I'm inviting people to do: heal your wounds, heal your wounds, heal the relationship wounds that you have in your heart, heal the childhood wounds. Because all those wounds have one thing in common. They just speak about our fear of not being loved, our fear of not being lovable, our fear of not being enough, our fear of not being good. So heal your wounds so that you can love yourself and love others properly and have the healthy relationship that you've been longing for. Easter is a reminder that you can make things new, everything new today. Big kiss to you.